Yes, 3 seconds.
On the corner of 7th and Hope, they made their stand. Voices rising up, they had justice in demand. Shout out girls, the name the sheriff gave,
59:38.
but they took it and owned it. Fearless and brave,
We're unfounded for now. Back on field, please.
to justice for
Copy,
Floyd.
49.
They speak for the silence and they won't be
28, copy on Arson Restaurant Report, 1657 Snelling Avenue, unfortunately.
hijackers, but they're on a roll with their ding-dong fans and their unbreakable soul. They're the shout-out girls lighting up the night. Voices of
Can you guys hear us?
shining so bright.
Hopefully we're back. If you can hear us, let us know.
Their message is clear, standing for the truth with no trace of fear.
We had to do some
2927.
troubleshooting, so hopefully the audio is better.
2303 hours for animal complaint, caller file, there you go.
Good to go. All right.
Your audio was working.
Sorry about all that.
Appears to be complying, walking back to officers.
Reboot some stuff.
Appears to be compliant, unfortunately. 2264.
I'm just gonna switch areas from where we're working.
598 North Owasso Boulevard for 8.
Work east a little bit.
Caller stating there's a large amount of cash missing. Advised they had a cleaning service there between 9 and 1300 hours.
I got a motor vehicle theft and pending.
1410.
Repair shop stating a 2010 Subaru Impreza was taken off their lot.
What if you super
150, unfortunately.
339, 3760.
Oh, unfortunately.
We'll float to that area.
Hearing some radio traffic coming down from Belle Plaine. Something going on down
Definitely
there.
clear, Tech 1, 1410.
They had high-risk traffic stop.
Hey, check out that recovered property in east that's dispatched off of Edgerton. Read the comments.
And 356, just a copy for officer safety. Our caller states now that he thinks he saw someone near the vehicle prior and they had guns with them. He's unable to give a description and says he just got out of there. He's still waiting at that location. Magnolia and Edgerton.
349, Tango, copy. Coming out that way.
251.
Medics declared.
Copy, canceling medic for kilometer.
Day 720, clear. First one, so up.
Last up, you go again?
8720, I'm clear. Other squad just up.
Okay.
Go for 727. When I take off with one in Edgerton, Magnolia.
Okay.
So we're not muted. We're just heading to this call.
Yeah.
Holding some of the comments and info till we get there and see what we got.
To 96 to 97 is the report. 550. 148.
Alright.
I can't see it on the phone number coming from the 1306 alternate. The care center there. There was one from 102 and one from 208.
Alright, let's take on the phone. Denying now police red surface.
Heavy.
Almost on 31.
Bravo 771.
You create a VOC for me, please. Code 4. You could have a team. Move spraying the seals and paste over here. That looks rough. Cars on the event, it appears we can open the right lane over to the shoulder.
Side of it.
Bravo 771. 971, that case number 058914.
058194. Thank you.
Correction, 914.
Thank you.
You're welcome, 1415. 9273.
9273.
Sending a phone call request for a violation of the OSP.
73. Come in.
1415.
So weird.
Perfect. Do I copy the DOC at 1310 University? All people need to be moved along. 1415.
Haven't heard any update.
Is that the car?
No, it's a caddy. I haven't seen one that's matching.
And if it's left. Nope.
Yeah, I'll play that later. I'll fill you in later. So we were headed to a recovered property of a stolen vehicle. Someone found their own stolen. And had updates that they may have saw somebody out by the vehicle.
3927.
So we're just in the area waiting to get an update
John, get a call
on it.
75.
But it looks like squads are clear.
342 on the OT.
1418.
Still no update. I'm gonna check that data for it. Dropped off last night. I'll send it to you. Yeah, we're gonna be out with the vehicle that matched. Remember to tell them to mute if there's a mute. Or last four of them, please.
Must be good. I'm not hearing any,
Yeah.
Last 4. 8321.
any updates.
Copy.
You're welcome, 1418.
Mm-hmm. What kind of music you listen to when you're riding by yourself, Kill?
A little bit of country. You?
Everything. Just get it on. Shuffle.
Shuffle music list.
No, just one of those like Apple stations that like I don't know, figures out what you listen to and just shuffles through songs. I think the only thing I don't listen to is that like techno.
356, we're going for.
Rock, country, hip hop,
1420.
rap.
St. Paul just located that stolen.
5521
I
group.
don't know the owner found it there.
1420.
Yeah.
Should hire him.
Send an AMA asking for Deanna Hamlin, the male in a wheelchair. Appears to not be responding to the current route.
350.
Currently on the east side of St. Paul. Payne
And
Avenue.
both blocks of your car, the wheelchairs in the street.
Someone's spraying some air fresheners.
1421. You're welcome, 1421.
Roads need some love this year.
Yeah, they
I
do.
feel like there's gonna be a lot of roads shut down.
Yes.
Do you have a go-to song? When you get in a pursuit?
Come in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus. Well, I was gonna say Madonna, but I mean that's close.
The little bad boys and come in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. Private party in the USA. Oh, Miley Cyrus. That's one is the long.
There.
Yeah.
Waving at us.
Oh, he is. Hey.
How's it going? Good. What's your name? What's your name? We'll give you a shout out.
Not today. What's your name? You want a shout out? John? John, we just met John over at Forest and Case. Thanks for watching. Getting some fresh air.
3927, checking driver.
That's always funny when you run into him.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. They sure don't make music like they used to. Oh, that was hurtful. Look at that one. What, do you think 1 is the loneliest number? You're in a car by yourself?
The heat is on.
Was that, Nope. I have seen some funny, like, dash cam, like, footage or body cam footage of people in pursuits, and they have, like, the funniest songs on. Playing while they're doing a pursuit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't say, like, that's my first thought to just whatever's playing.
You gotta play something calming because it's such a
Mozart?
high stress.
What singers? Man, you know, my daily is probably country. So right now, I'm like Cody Johnson, Zach Top, probably my top 2 right now. And I could listen to like Cody Johnson, all of his music on shuffle. But yeah, I like some rock mix in there. Not really a fan of the new stuff. That's a tough part. But I don't listen to the radio, so it's tough for me to learn find new songs like that.
Yeah, sometimes the new songs they just overplay them.
Yeah. Who's your go-to singer? Country. Let's just say country.
Pretty indifferent. I like all country. Not like a one person type.
Everyone's got a favorite though. Alright, do you like Cody Johnson?
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to go to one of his concerts. That'd be fun.
Isn't there a big concert tonight down downtown?
Do you like Jelly Roll? Yeah, Jelly Roll's good. He's just seems like he's kind of like Post Malone, where they can kind of just merge into genres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like me some Elvis. One kid's got one of his favorite songs is one of Elvis's later songs. I don't need anything to really pump me up because once you get into something, it's already
You're pumped up. You gotta work on calming down.
Listen to like Baby Shark to bring me back down.
How many times a day do you listen to Baby Shark?
None actually. That's actually one.
Or Wheels on the Bus?
My kids honestly never. Like my oldest, when I was like on patrol, I was really into like Cody Jinks. That was like Finn at like 3 years old. Cody Jinks was his favorite. And then my middle child, he kind of likes the hectic songs. He's my wild child. And my youngest kind of has a good blend. Both? Yeah, of everything. He likes a couple Elvis songs. I'm blanking on the song though. That he's
Barney.
blanking on the song he's really into. My wife plays it all the time.
160 came clear.
Gosh. That's funny. I can't think of it right now.
28.
They'll come to me, man. Where's my friend? Maybe if my wife's watching, she can let me know what it is, because I'm totally blanking.
Don posted AC/DC Thunderstruck for Pursuits.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's a good one.
Pretty good.
Barney for Bring You Down. Yeah, my kids never went through the Baby Shark. Not a lot.
9271.
Yeah, Aaron Lewis. Ever heard of Aaron Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
He had some good songs. He's was he Stain? Lead singer, but now he's all country.
4485, check traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, but like riding right now, when it's super quiet, it's tough.
Yeah.
There's no music. Sometimes you just, when it's slow when you're out searching, get in a groove, just listen to the radio.
That's right. Windows down.
Sunroof open.
Yeah.
9270, go for it.
I'm gonna make an RCSO custom playlist.
99 squad or a tango squad that can help me over here. All I need is a transport. Go for it.
Let's see.
Have you in there one spot that can go to Target for a transport?
My favorite song is when my computer dings with a hit.
Or your siren.
Yeah, siren's good.
152, this is assisted in
Little
4
man,
block away.
wow. Yep, nope. Do they need help? Want to check on them? They seem a little concerned.
Are you after him? You got him?
Bravo 7,
Do you need help or are you good?
All good?
Yeah, you got him.
Wow.
Kid escaped the parents and was trying to get away.
It happens. Kids are squirrely.
Bravo 771, can you just take me out the call for a second so I'm ready?
That was yeah. That was. I don't think I've ever had that happen down here like that.
No.
That was
Copy, thank you.
cat-like
There wasn't
reflexes.
1431.
Right.
That's why always paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
That on a swivel. But they do talk about that, like driving, you get fixation. You talk about like motorcycles, right?
Yep.
A lot of times, motorcycle
1343.
turning, like in corners, they end up like into the shoulder or into the guardrails because they fixate what they're looking at.
9771.
When they teach
97.
motorcycle classes, you gotta look where you want to go.
I'll be clear when I report.
But one thing about pursuit driving, I guess that's a good introduction into that. Faster you go, lifester. Let me mute. Hang on.
Midnight rolls in, it's time for the show. Nick at night, gotta catch that play. Let's go through alleys and motels, creeping real slow. LPR beeping, new message, whoa. Motel 6.
Alright, mute for a second. I did take a phone call, pull over. How about? No, what I was talking about is tunnel vision in pursuits. So, heart rate goes up, breathing. Faster you go, your vision kind of. Just think about how you have your peripherals. That all kind of shrinks.
Especially with the speed, your reaction time, everything goes.
So, that's always interesting to see. Sometimes what you miss. Or critical incidents. They talk about like what people don't recall.
Yep.
Goes like right to their side. But yeah, it definitely could have been bad if someone wasn't paying attention. Radios died off.
Yeah, wind it down a little bit.
But I think we'll go a little longer since we got cut off, but probably not much more than 5-10 minutes.
Go ahead and cancel 343.
Get back to our daily tasks at hand. Get Joe back in his squad with Miley.
343 coming. Thank you.
Not a lot going on right now.
No. Not a lot. Oh. Yeah, no, so it's Sergeant Siegelstrom, that's me driving, and then Sergeant Kill, who you guys know very well. He's made a few appearances on Fridays.
Yep.
He's a regular staple on Channel 5 and Fox 9, WCCO. Oh. Pioneer Press. The old TikTok.
No TikTok. No TikTok.
Somehow I feel like you're one of those ones that like dance in the mirror.
Every morning. What a wonderful life.
152.
Jump up and down.
Transporting 1 to the OC for Bravo 701.
Happy 1437.
Someone wants to do a Wednesday night live on patrol. So this is, we're in St. Paul. It's Ramsey County. We try to get up into the contract cities live when something's going on.
We do quite a bit. We
Yeah.
do the contract cities.
Yeah, we had that one chase that ended up there.
3473, 3436.
4436.
Well, protect 80 minutes, 3 over north on the 115. Well done. Well protected caller.
What's Joe Kill's tip of the day?
Tip of the day.
Copy from Copenhagen.
Just remember to
4436 copies.
don't leave your keys in your car running. Take your belongings. Don't give crooks an easy way.
4447. I'll be clear report. Always please.
I thought you were going to say, like, Watch out for yellow snow or something like that.
Yellow snow cones?
Of course, we're all the way over here.
Yeah, from 2390 right there. Copy. 4239. Copy, and it's 5 to assist, 525 Lafayette Road. At the skiway for a person that won't leave after stealing black male 25.5 and delivering a black hoodie, blue shoes.
One 147 report. 1591 story.
Copy, breaking break. You're back to get break from 50 central male person breathing. Diabetic issue, get the plate.
Good.
I think Gil's getting antsy in my passenger seat, so I do offer him to drive every time, but
We drive enough. We put enough miles on.
yeah, you can trade off. You can drive next to me. I think the backseaters would like that.
It's been a while since I drove.
Yeah. A big truck scare you?
No.
All right, any last parting words, and we'll send her off for the day. Sorry for the split live. We had that technical difficulty.
Just remember to tune into the page, and hopefully the sheriff's office is going to do an update on the stop from last night.
Yeah, go like it, share it. From last night's pursuit. Great work by the patrol deputies.
Absolutely.
It was one of 2 pursuits they
Ended last night.
we used to lie action. Right now we've yeah. So all right, you guys have a great. What do you say? Yeah, man.
Copy, that's my test business and welfare check. I do believe that's knowing. Our request welfare check authorized on our received a phone call from son-in-law stating that he will need help due to the birthday.
Yeah, I could.
They postcode was 2300 Hazelwood Street, number 241, 51-year-old female who drank too much.
There's a second advice, next also going.
Copy.
All right, good afternoon, backseaters. Happy Thursday. We're back with the CAT gun unit, Sergeant Siegelstrom and Sergeant Kill.
Good afternoon. It's a nice, 45 degrees here?
Feels warmer. We're City of St. Paul, Ramsey County, Minnesota, Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, carjacking and auto theft team, and the gun team. Right now, we're on the pretty much the western border of St. Paul, bordering Minneapolis. So we'll see what we can come up with today. We'll touch base on a few updates with some cases and great arrests throughout our agency.
Yes.
359.
If you haven't had a chance, go check out the LOP page. There was a post about a great arrest last night, fined by one of our patrol deputies. Resulted in a pursuit and an apprehension of a stolen car, and a male that had some warrants, and a short-barreled rifle that was thrown out during the pursuit. So we'll touch base on that, but make sure you check that post out.
Yeah, check that post out. I think they're going to put a video up later about it as well.
And actually, I don't think that car was stolen too far from where we're at. It's off of Cromwell, right?
Yeah. Got stolen. The lady was playing pickleball, left her keys in her jacket. Her jacket was stolen with her keys, and then was located by our patrol deputies later last night.
890.
519.
Actually, right there, yeah. Just to the north of us by 2 blocks is where it was taken. So, University in 280 area. Would you pull that up for us? Hit that post. Give a synopsis on it, Kim.
The suspect stole a car, and he tried to use some whiteout to white out part of the license plate. It didn't work. The technology in the squads were able to read the correct plate, and the deputy figured out it was stolen, tried to stop the vehicle, it fled. He conducted a pit over off of 35W and I, and the vehicle rolled. The occupants were inside, but during the pursuit he threw a bag out containing a short-barreled rifle. And, yeah, they called him out. They shattered the window, called him out, took the suspect into custody, had several warrants.
Actually, one of our canines did a track, found out some information.
Yep.
Location, and the dog and the handler went out and pup did his job.
Great work by all.
So that's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen whiteout on a plate. I've seen
If you guys go to the page, there's a picture of the plate, an L trying to turn into an I, so he whited out the bottom portion of the L.
You see a lot of different ways people try to hide, conceal plates to change the digits. Stolen plates,
Washed plates,
washed plates. Yep.
put their own numbers on their own sequence.
Not today. Yeah, it was a great apprehension. And I think later that night, last night was busy for patrol. Lionel Lakes had a vehicle flee from him. New Brighton picked it up, and New Brighton, the county, were able to make that a successful end on another pursuit. I think the county squad was able to help with the pit.
Yeah, and then I think they came and Lionel Lakes came down and took him in custody from him.
So that's great teamwork. So started up in Anoka County, picked up by a Ramsey County agency, and turned them back over up in Anoka. So I assume we got booked up there.
5280, can start me in the squad.
Earlier today, Tang, one of our CAT deputies, had a hit on a stolen license plate. And, we were able to safely make a stop on that and contain the vehicle. And unfortunately, it was just an error on someone's part. He had one plate on it that was still listed as stolen. That vehicle was stolen like a month ago, he said, February,
yeah.
when the plate was missing. So they kept one plate still entered as stolen. So it was actually his truck. We had to remove the plate and direct him to the DMV to get new plates. If you ever have one of your license plates stolen, make sure you take off the other.
Yeah,
Get new plates.
otherwise you will be stopped.
Can I get your post number?
23399.
Thank you.
I think you guys were updated yesterday about the gun unit's apprehension, but another successful takedown of 2 individuals, firearm recovered.
25 in the copy that you're going to
Bunch of fentanyl
that's
and
at
cash
11 grand.
It was a good arrest by the cat and gun unit.
Copy.
I'll be transporting one juvenile female, from this location to 2223 County Rough. Starting is 43.3.
Copy.
We're out looking for some stolens. Hopefully we come across something.
Just a reminder, check that post out. I think they're going to share that video later of the ending. Successful pit. I'm curious to see it too.
Yeah. I think what there were 2 hits last night?
Yep.
2 different vehicles?
25.
Pretty mellow so far today. We got a few things out there we're looking for. Seeing if we get anything that rears its head.
Okay. $52.83. 236 245.
246. 245.
1140 Western Avenue North, 76 disorderly calling neighbor Taylor. That number qualification of the caller is Taylor, threat to harm her. Caller stating they really wasn't in that state, and that he has a kitchen inside state contact after his dinner.
255.
3031.
250.
Starting to get nicer out here, that's a nice thing.
You guys,
Warmer weather.
You can cancel 245.
The rain, lightning last night, did you see all that?
I heard it.
3031.
Didn't really,
510, take channel 6.
And 88-year-old male that fell and ended up bleeding.
As always, if you got any questions, throw them on there. Get a little sort through comments that we can talk about while we're out here searching, monitoring traffic. It's pretty normal call load throughout the county right now. Nothing super urgent.
The suspect is a white male named Randy, mid-30s, with a heavy build, wearing a blue and white Simpsons baseball cap, dark turquoise t-shirt, dark green shorts. 1352.
We're coming through St. Thomas campus area in St. Paul.
7209.
Should be getting to school pretty soon, huh?
Yeah. Well, this time during the summer.
Okay, so we have a medical
packed with-
attending 2257 on
Oh,
the drive,
it's
unit 303 for a 40-year-old male conscious breathing and vomiting. Can I get your Pennington? Oh, 9 medical number. Happy to speak.
This one asks where we're broadcasting. St. Paul, Minnesota, Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. That's who we work for. Carjacking auto theft team and the gun unit, respectively. We normally do drive by ourselves, single up. But when we do live, it's nice to have a partner to bounce things off with.
81.
So you don't feel like you're talking to yourself?
No. Don't need people looking at us. Why is this guy not driving down the street talking to himself?
2.2 for a 18-year-old male conscious breathing. Valid check delivery.
That depends on every day. I mean, some days we put on 100 to 300 miles a day.
Happy to speak.
Yeah.
It just depends on what we got going on. We pretty much live in our vehicles. We have a little mobile office.
Someone wants to know what our secret success are.
9273.
9273.
Getting ahead of it.
Element of surprise.
4.0.
13.
Dedicating resources to the problem. So
358 estimate 353.
when we started, auto theft was rampant. Dedicated investigators and intel analysts to the issue, and here we are almost 4 years later, and big turnaround.
Instead of chasing the problem, we try to get ahead of it to prevent it from happening. That's our focus now.
Vehicles never. Hopefully we're back. I have no idea what happened. Okay.
It'll be fun. Yeah. Should be, yeah, as far as I know.
Yes, everything's on.
Everything's
Wondering when it's
right now.
restart.
Start the phone or no?
Pretty busy day today.
Triple three, checking your status. Code 4, 1332.
Well, folks, welcome to the Hump Day Wednesday edition of the educational broadcast of Live on Patrol, an innovation by Sheriff Bob Fletcher of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. I'm Deputy Pat Scott. I've got Deputy Jelly Joe Miller with me.
Greetings, backseaters. Greetings. Thanks for being with us today.
Got a little bit of a late start today. Some of you may have seen the brief Live on Patrol about a half hour ago or so, where members of the Masons Montgomery Lodge on Plato donated 3 fire suppression units to the Sheriff's Office. And we had a live presentation of the ceremony, and we just want to thank the Montgomery Lodge once again.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. Very, very cool units.
Absolutely. I guess they really knocked down the fire, and I encourage you, if you get a chance, go watch it. It's about a 10-minute clip, about a half hour ago on the LOP page.
What would you guess those things weigh? What, about 15 pounds?
Yeah, they were a lot heavier. I'd say 15, all of 15 are pounds, yes.
Yeah, they're 15 pounds. They're basically square with a real heavy duty handle on it. And you got a couple pins that you pull, and then you have 7 seconds before it starts letting out these fire suppression, I guess, gases. I don't know what the proper term would be.
I think like an aerosol or something they were saying.
Right, and it can knock down a fire in like 30 seconds. A Washington County deputy recently used one and probably saved the people who were in the house.
Yeah, no doubt.
By tossing it into the house. Very, very cool.
And they are available for the consumer or average citizen, but they come with a price tag, but they may end up saving someone's life, so probably worth it.
I'm thinking about getting one just to put in my laundry room.
Yeah.
Where my furnace and hot water heater are right outside there. So all 3 of the units in our office, Intelligence, Guns, and CAT, cooperated earlier today and arrested 2 suspects and recovered at least 1 gun, and then did a follow-up search warrant. The results I don't know of yet. But the gun unit they're on fire. They're doing some great work, getting guns out of the hands of ineligible juveniles and convicted felon adults. They're doing a great job getting guns off the street.
Yes, they are. They do just a terrific job. Nicole Sparks, both the Sparks and Sarah, they're very good. I can't keep up. They can write a search warrant. They can do this. They can juggle, multitask, and I have to be focused on one thing for maybe the week. They can do 6 things at once. And it's really amazing how much they do, and just the job they've done the last month with how many guns taken off the street.
Yeah, Ashley, Nicole, Sarah, Sergeant Joe Kill, they're all doing phenomenal work. So we're on the east side here, north on Payne, coming up to Maryland at the next light here. I'm monitoring the east side, channel 3, and the State Patrol and LTAC channels. I think I got Washington County scanning too.
Jeez. Somebody couldn't wait.
Yeah, really.
Pat's Barber up here on the right?
My dentist first.
Dentist, I'm sorry.
You know, it's mostly cloudy out right now, but it is, the thermometer here in the Durango reads 59 degrees.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad.
No, not at all.
What these people are doing. Driving conduct today.
4447, we'll be back here out to the address of property.
I'll just look up there along the street.
Okay. Out on the plate.
New message.
Vehicle kind of cut right in front of us. Pat's going to make sure, probably just give them some counseling on their driving conduct and send them on their way. I'm currently running their plate, make sure they're valid. Here's they are.
Copy, code 1.
Oh, that was what, just to be careful. It's an older couple.
Century and Upper Afton on a property accident. So just called in for
They didn't understand a whole lot of what I was saying.
accident with injuries now.
I just said be careful.
Yeah, I found the backseaters. They said they kind of just cut in front of us, but appeared to be valid. Pat's probably just going to give them some counseling in driving conduct and send them on their way.
Exactly. And now we'll wave to the barber.
13 party.
Three, four, five, checking your status.
Good work. Good.
4-4-13-40.
Oh, could you,
Yeah, I turned mine off.
and you'll have to turn it off there too. Yep.
Or is it already open?
Yeah, hit the stop.
8290.
Yeah, cancel that.
Cancel that.
And then go here.
This one?
This to
Yep.
a welfare check. Clear me report.
And
you
review.
can send me that assist fire I can
And
advise.
put, where were we at? We were at Ain and Wheelock.
Relock.
And then down in category, just start typing TRA. Traffic stop warning.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Morning.
Yep. That's it. And then just hit on there you go. And hit that blue. It says done.
This one here?
Oh wait a minute. It didn't.
Oh, yeah, wait, what the heck? Did I lose that now? We got pain and relock category. We want traffic. Warning. Okay.
There you go.
Then you click done.
Thank you.
There we go.
Perfect.
515.
515, we have just respond here. Our female is need us transport hold.
Copy, they cleared it.
Yes, they are.
Barbara says you are so cute and so amazing.
Well, thank you, Barbara. At least you're somebody. Appreciate that.
Andy, are you code 4 then? We are code 4. Thank you.
I always appreciate the compliments.
Absolutely. Very kind backseaters.
Was it last Friday, Pat, when you guys had that, you were involved with the pursuit, then the pit, and then the stop sticks? I think Billy Thurmer, and then McManus, and then...
Yep.
I think you were the lead at one time. Was that last week, or am I thinking...
That was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the lead at first, but, you know, I don't have pit training. So when I saw that Sean was behind me, I said for him to take over.
That was good stuff, and then the person was taken into custody without incident.
And he had a pistol.
And he had a pistol.
Loaded it.
Loaded it.
And a warrant for a felony gun case out of Hennepin County.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I can always tell when something big's happening because I get either text or, hey, are you watching Live on Patrol? And the ratings or the viewership goes up because people start tuning in and watching it.
Okay, that explains why that does happen, because that is a phenomenon we've seen. When there's a pursuit or some major incident,
Yeah.
viewership goes up all of a sudden.
Somebody will text me. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll look. Like, oh, that's why there was a pursuit. And look at the viewers, and it's a big amount, big number of people watching.
Copy, advice, callers, not a big unit with the 30 minutes.
Somebody's asking Wednesday White Castle. Well, that's up to the driver. I probably wouldn't turn it down, but
You know, if you're okay with it, I think I'm going to pass today.
we can pass them. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, backseater Rose, no White Castle. Boy, what's craving it?
Oh boy.
I'm teasing. Remember this house years ago?
There's still stuff going on there.
hot area for a while.
Yeah, it really was.
Code 4, one custody.
I'm getting as many wires in here as the sheriff has.
I haven't been in a sheriff's car in a long time.
I started using these coiled ones. I really like these.
Oh, for your iPhone.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made such a thing.
Yep. Really
Will
handy.
it cost extra or
No,
about the same price?
About the same.
Check that out.
And you know, the new iPhones have the mini USB and snap. Do you know that?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess Europe wasn't going to let them sell iPhones unless they change that.
Yeah, they do. I know European does have, what is it, 210 for their, ours is 120.
Something like that for their AC.
Yeah, I think now some electrician's gonna rip me apart for this. I used to know the answer. Yeah, 120 and then 240 volts for higher powered appliances like dryers and stoves.
That's here?
Yeah, that's here. And then the European countries, I think it's like 230 or 240. The standard.
They almost looked like they recognized us.
I don't really paying attention.
Nathan says Europe is 220 to 240.
All right, thank you.
We are northbound on Edgerton, coming up on County Road B here at the stop sign, and then we're going over Highway 36 in the city of Maplewood.
330, cancel 356.
2516 there.
Okay, thank you.
County Road B is 2160. 400 numbers per mile, so 1700 is Larkwood, which is technically County Road 8.
512, and you were actually coming down to the lobby.
1680.
Or no, yeah, I'm sorry.
1680. And I'm going to have to mute for 1 second here.
Midnight rolls in. It's time for the show. Nick and I gotta catch that play. Let's go through alleys and motels, creeping real slow. LPR beeping, new message. Whoa. Motel 6.
Sorry about that, folks.
Northern Air 2. Scanning in lots for a hot
It's a call I had to make very briefly.
Yeah, you know what we forgot to say?
What's that?
Bike.
Bike.
That goes way back to, what, 3-4 years ago.
We're eastbound on 36 Highway. We're going to make a quick stop at the Maplewood Police Department. A really clear picture today.
It does look nice.
I've heard this Taste of India restaurant right here is very good.
I think I was there years. Has that been there for a long time?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think I was there years ago, and I do recall it was good. I haven't been in a long, long time.
Firehouse subs. You ever had one of those?
Again, a long time ago, they were good when they, I think when they first came out, they were big around here. God, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think they're
Probably even longer than that.
pretty
but-
good.
Long half will be going to the hospital ambulance.
Yeah, I'm more of a Subway kind of up their game. I like Subway. Subway's good now again, and then my favorite is probably Jersey Mike's.
Mine too. Absolutely Jersey Mike's.
I'm sorry, I do not get it Mike's way because it's just
Oh,
it's a little bit too much.
I gotta have a Mike's way.
Well, you have to eat it at the store then. By the time you get it home, it's a piece. It's a sponge.
This way for the police.
I didn't know this, but I think so. Tommy Arnold, right? St. Paul detective. His dad worked for Maplewood.
Yes, he did.
I did not know that.
We're clear assist with 341. You can put us on that assist citizen.
And you remember the Dirks brothers?
Well, yes.
They were outcasts?
Yeah, absolutely.
He, off duty, spotted one of them doing a burglary. And his dad didn't usually carry his gun off duty. And he walked up behind him and stuck his comb in his back. And told him, don't move.
Don't move.
Can you change this call to a PIC and switch an apartment number from 1249 to 706?
Okay. And 341, I copy your route with 349 Tango after 250.
Lieutenant Joe Steiner. Looking good, sir.
Okay, you can stay clear.
You wear a uniform well.
Are you a model?
I think you ought to stand in front of the camera and say hello to the backseaters. That's okay.
You don't have to.
There you go, brother.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Be safe.
Well, we try.
Take care.
See ya. Lieutenant Joe Steiner.
Yes, you can stay home.
Clear, flash.
Copy.
All right. Back on patrol. Back on patrol we go.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bonnie. Ask for oil and vinegar on the side at Jersey Mike's. I like that idea. No sogginess.
Bravo 264. Yes, sir.
Bravo 264. Can you create a CN for DOC and use children's and then carry the CN, please?
Copy. Bravo 264. Your case number is 058268.
Can you clear that report and send me back to my DOC, please?
Copy.
Lieutenant Joe Steiner with the Maplewood Police Department is truly a cop's cop. Does an amazing job. Those of you backseaters who live in Maplewood, you are lucky to have Joe Steiner as your police
Yeah,
department.
he's one of the best. He actually was assigned to Ramsey County for a number of years.
In the narcotics unit.
Yep. Part of our task force back in the mid-2000s.
1888 off the road, very suspicious male, vehicle doors on a parking lot, to be a black male, 25 then build rank, all black. And unit.
Something on Edgerton. Just went east. Maybe a suspicious vehicle.
Yeah, I've only seen a welfare, Mounds, Winthrop, Old Hudson.
Hi guys.
How you guys doing?
How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
You remember him?
You still got that bike?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on to it tight.
You guys take care.
All right, thank you. Good to see you
Good to
guys.
see you.
Those are. Oh, that was very nice. They always come out when Under Sheriff Martin is out
that's
and about.
right. Okay, yeah.
And he got his bike stolen a couple of years ago, and Under Sheriff Martin started talking about it, and backseaters got together and bought him a new bike.
I remember that now. Yeah, there was another time too where all the kids, it was kind of cute. They had the signs up, and Mike Martin went by. They were holding signs in the cul-de-sac there. Yeah, it's nice to see.
Nice family.
Community and the kids like that doing stuff like that. Makes us feel good about what we're doing, Pat.
Absolutely. Definitely does.
I'm not seeing your Edgerton thing here.
Yeah, maybe I heard it wrong.
Yeah, Pat, you're never usually wrong. That's the thing. I'm just not seeing it.
Maybe you know it's a D2. Change my call to suspicious activity.
40 or 50 cars west 194 from Pilot Knob Road. Keep it up for red, black, and silver sports car. Colors that you'll hear them before you see them. Traveling at high rates of speed, all with loud mufflers. West 494 approaching Pilot 1402.
Hear them before you see them.
And you like that one? Check the whole map. There's nothing on. Nobody on Edgerton. Pizza Man. Here's a piece of trivia. There's a house of clocks up here. It's been here a long time. Hopefully the backseaters listening. The house of clocks. How long has that been here? How many years?
Quite a while.
I don't.
Now I don't know if she still does, but it was a retired St. Paul officer's wife who was the last owner I knew of it. And there it is on the right.
Mm-hmm. Been there since I was a kid.
Good.
861 Marion Street, apartment number 1. I came in as a 911 hang-up, and now we're getting information. I'm going to keep taking the caller's phone away from him, and it's getting hung up.
Copy.
The caller named Chantal is saying the niece lives there, and that there's a girlfriend trying to find her. High rate of speed, not a
Anadra Aguilar. We are in St. Paul, Minnesota, in the beautiful county of Ramsey, Ramsey County, Minnesota. Ramsey County is geographically the smallest county in the state of Minnesota, and is also the most densely populated in the state. In fact, we are one of the more densely populated counties in the country. which I actually did not know that until a couple of years ago.
Yeah, if you look at a map, you're like, oh, this isn't that big compared to, Washington County is so spread out.
Right.
You look at Ramsey County, and you're like, oh, and Hennepin County, of course, and then Dakota County and Scott counties, all the surrounding ones are much larger, but not as populated.
10-7, good afternoon.
I think there's a gate here, Patrick, we're not going to be able to get into.
That's just to get into the back lot. You can get through the front.
They used to have security
50
working
car
here,
21, aggressive driving complaint.
Maybe that's just at nighttime or something.
1406.
House the clocks open 1975. Well, thank you.
1650 Metro.
1650.
10-7, have a good night.
Good night, good night.
But if you play your cards right, you can get past the gate.
Can we get out?
Yes.
I know, it probably opens automatically.
I hope so. If not, you guys are going to have a
We'll find out.
live on patrol in the fence. No front plate up here.
It's a Hyundai, too. Oh, you have to,
Of course.
Yeah, you have to read that for me. 03.
I will. Turn around here.
He didn't really care for our presence, I don't think.
No, it didn't seem like it, did it? I think it starts at 036.
Yep.
036 58 751.
I get a terrible feeling.
New message. New message.
No, I didn't hear the ding.
New message.
1239 Herbert, so that's close.
That's there.
Why is this 1619 Maryland?
It's, the back building is Herbert.
Yeah, I knew that. Good. Just question you. You passed the test.
Well played.
Pass, Pat. So yeah, it does register.
10 cars check for road or clutter. West of Concord. Center lane.
7-6, driver.
Yeah, it was actually stopped by St. Paul. Last month, traffic citation.
And towed.
Mm-hmm. Is this a new new market or something? New owners?
Oh, looks like a Manny's Kitchen, it says. Interesting. I wonder if it's a restaurant inside a convenience store or it's a restaurant by itself. Okay. KHN 894.
New message. New message.
Teleroots, SUV.
See, those are nice vehicles.
They are valid.
4461.
Of Oakdale-ers.
Using John Lawrence, please, and I'm at 2161 midnight. Copy.
Oh yeah, that Walgreens closed down.
Sure did.
358 assistant at 330.
Hi! Well, careful, don't hurt yourself. Be careful. Be very careful, sir. Have a great day. You okay? Do you need some help, sir?
I think it's PIC.
Take care now.
Well, guess we're not fans of everybody, but
Not everybody likes us.
what can you do?
Yeah, all kinds of nasty things to say to us.
At first I thought he was hitchhiking and he used the wrong finger though.
Yeah, that wasn't his thumb.
It wasn't his thumb. Two of them.
Yeah, I had to see. I guess he wanted to say doubly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what he was doing at first. Like 2 thumbs up. Oh no, using the wrong thumbs.
Oh my goodness.
Double. He wasn't even warranted. We didn't even do anything. We just driving by. Upset him.
Might be getting flagged down here.
You can send me the pending 911.
Would you like a second?
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
I just thought I would stop and say hello to you guys. I'm a long-time backseater, 3 years.
Oh, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Brian Hoffman.
Brian Hoffman.
Right now.
I've seen your name on there.
I work for Ramsey County Parks and Rec.
I remember you.
Yeah, Joey Miller.
Yeah, I remember you. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
I think I took your job. I got hired on about the same time you did. I worked at Keller Golf Course.
Oh yeah, a number of years. You were there a long time. You still
I
there?
was at Keller for 6.5 years, and then I transferred over to the parks. I took all your tests.
Oh yeah.
I took all your tests, and then I infiltrated the county full time, and then I was drove over to Phelan, and I was a Zamboni driver for Moose for the governor for 17 years.
Yeah, you still there at Johnson, or you?
Well, I'm resigned on medical.
Oh, okay.
They beat me to death. My legs are shot, and I resigned, and I've been off for 3 years, and I'm healing.
Yeah, well, you had 20.
270 pounds, or 370. Yeah, that was really heavy.
Yeah, well, you had 20.
Oh, you look great.
So I'm on the mend, and I've been watching you guys like crazy. I love everything you guys are doing.
Thank you, Brian.
And I wish I could see the sheriff, because Bob Fletcher used to go to help out with Mighty Kids at the arena.
Yeah.
And he used to come in and tie skates with Jim McDonough and stuff. So, Moose, yeah, I'm a long-time East Sider, and I just wanted to say, I appreciate everything you guys do. And
yeah, good seeing you, man.
Thank you, Brian.
I like that you guys are together.
Yeah, good seeing you.
I love riding with this guy.
Oh, Joey, Michael Sheppy loves you.
Yeah, how's he doing? Good.
He retired.
Yeah, he retired. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So he retired, and all he's doing is mending.
Yeah.
He made it past the heart attack years for the men, 47 to 61.
Yeah,
now he's going to suffer the rest of his life after he broke his back for the county.
He had 25, 30 years on.
Well, yeah, the county's got good benefits and crap, so, it's all good, though.
Yeah.
He's healthy, and we're all alive. We're all survivors. We're county men.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go to work, so.
Good seeing you.
You guys stay safe.
Yeah,
Thank
care.
you. Take care.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
You too. What a nice guy.
Yeah. I didn't recognize him at first, but yeah, he worked for Parks and Rec. Number of years. He probably had 25 years on.
Getting a few raindrops here. I'm going to take the autofocus off. I think. Maybe I have to pull over to do it. There we go. Yeah, so many Walgreens stores closed.
Yeah, they closed the books. Who's driving, Bob? You know, he closed a bunch of them nationwide, I think. Oh, this is spooky. Down the alley.
Yeah.
Got a fence on both sides.
We're trapped. Lots of graffiti.
A lot of
right
graffiti.
there.
You know, that's making a comeback. Years ago, late 90s, mid 2000s, you saw a lot of graffiti on buildings, and then it kind of went away, and now it's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Go ahead. East 36 at White Bear, Wisconsin, Adam King Victor 5272. Copy.
Jeez. Liking those curbs today.
traffic on the light rail.
Go ahead.
It's going to be in the Cub East parking lot. Call King Sam 943.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's talking this Cub or the one
Oh.
Sunray.
One off Clarence.
He just said Cub East.
Oh, is that a county? That's okay, but
No, it was a St. Paul Road.
oh.
Should be a traffic stop.
Should be 1177 Clarence.
Is there a Pub East?
There used to be a pub east. That's down by Earl and Hudson, by the Shears and Saloon. I don't see a recent call over traffic stop for east.
Huh. I thought that was Jamie for a minute.
Oh, Launderville? Yeah. Yeah. I think when you hear like the Cub East, it's like a suburbs.
Oh, damn, that's my scanning radio.
Ah.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly where it is. 2390 White Bear.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Maybe it's on a traffic stop. White Bear, and there's a 36 and White Bear.
Well, I'm not as good at sorting out what's on the radio as the sheriff is.
I was debris. I was on cam. I went with them.
We did have it on camera. It's gone now.
Okay, I can clear them.
10-4.
That dispatcher has the most pleasant voice.
Yeah.
And she always says nice things. Like,
thank you.
You all have a very good night.
Big marks for dispatch.
Indeed.
You look familiar. I don't remember where.
Probation 958.
Clear.
1689 Stillwater Avenue.
Yeah, there's a place I was thinking of, the street sweeper place. Been there for years. Been down this way a while.
2267, 2261.
6-1.
Oh no, it's up to 2900. Rice manager is reporting a female took some items out of the store without paying. Suspect is a black female in her 20s, about 5'4", average build. She's wearing a blue jacket, blue book bag. Trying to get on the 62 bus by the strip mall.
Andrea, I got to see your husband Chris today. He and a couple other board members from the Montgomery Lodge donated those fire suppression devices to us. It was good to see him.
5283, 5285.
All nice people.
Charles,
Chris,
that
Mary,
payment
and
before 2100 Chanel Lane.
Very
Federal
much so.
reporting cars. Check for some lumber in the lanes between the eastbound and westbound lanes of Highway 8 and Pioneer Road.
Track 297 and July.
1424. Sorry.
4447, clear traffic.
Clear at 1424.
On the right there is going to be the new fire station.
535.
And where's the old one, Pat? Right across the
Right
street.
there across the
Head up
street.
that way here to Benny.
I would love to own a fire station and renovate it into a house.
And that address there, just east of Ross, there, 1040 or something, should be familiar to you. I remember going down the alley.
1052.
1052.
Where the guy fled through the yards
Yep.
and was stolen. I don't know how he got through there, but he did.
Right here, right up here on the right.
Yep. Every time they want to park a car in there or pull a car out, they have to move all those trash cans.
5281.
Weird.
5200.
Sorry.
This is Medics at 2820 Snelling in Unit 111. 54-year-old female has liver issues, cramps, isn't eating.
Medics.
Okay.
Probation 958.
Probation 958.
Clear.
Cleared.
Clear 1689, Stillwater Avenue.
Yeah, now the sun's out.
Yes, it is.
I'll be out with a stalled vehicle off ramp of Rice Street from 694 East. Robert Lincoln Frank 218.
M&H. Do you guys still stop there on the Fridays?
Oh, yeah. Almost every Friday. Unless it gets too busy.
Is Arcade all the way blocked off from like
From
most
like
of it?
Sims to,
Maryland or?
I think, Maryland. Now this block coming up here, between the little mall, 2 strip malls on either side of the street, there are 3 or 4 cell phone stores.
Yeah, there should be a couple on this side too, right?
Oh, yeah. Remember when this robbing this V thing?
Yeah, it was big. Oh, being jinxes.
Not
Yeah.
that long ago.
Yeah, that was big. There were smashing grabs. They'd go in there in the T-Mobile or the Sprint store, and which is now T-Mobile, and grab all the display items and run out and bring cutters and cut the display pieces off, and out the store they go.
Yep.
Same with like the vape cartridges too, where the gas stations were getting hit.
Yep.
2268 Tango.
T-Mobile, Cricket on this side, Boost on the other side.
56 Tango. 251.
2268 Tango. 251, disregard.
266 Tango.
Now this used to be Rainbow.
2262 to back
Back in the
on
day.
a juvenile call at
Then it was
elementary
it
school,
Brownies?
955 Road, David West.
Then,
9-year-old
was it ever a Cub? And then it changed to
I think it was a Cub for a period of time.
507th Street at the Holiday on a DOT unit. The male flailing his arms around in the parking lot. 2268 Tango and 2262. You can both show clear that student is now back to staff. Tango to copy.
6 Tango copy.
1429. So you guys check for pedestrian walking west. The east outside 36.
97.
1429.
304 Metro.
305.
27.
1430.
Arcade bar.
Sims.
Go ahead.
Whitey.
Bear County Road, Charlie
Reedy?
Romeo Victor X-ray 384. Copy.
What is this little school here?
Cleveland?
Yeah, that's it. It might be named something now, different. It should be.
Farnsworth.
Oh yeah, that's it. 'Cause there's two Farnsworth, upper and lower campus.
It's an aerospace, man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's Farnsworth lower and then upper.
058-274. You're welcome for today. 330. So there's going to be a flight rail 3057 average builder in black clothing, hashtag 2 on the next base was westbound on Maryland.
Westbound on Maryland. That takes me right onto the highway.
Chance 333 on them.
First, 8107 to Metro Custody.
8107.
This is going to be abandoned and partially blocking Minnesota 28, Roger, Victor, Bravo 598. Should come back to us. Lincoln MKZ.
So I'm still in an assist. Declared assisted. I'll be back on my CLT.
That's kind of weird though. Cops friend's vehicle stolen. Friends of the C's got a ticket and the address for the trying to get the vehicle back. No one has title. So it wasn't like
we all take the medical.
See that? That makes sense to you? So if you got a ticket in the address, then I guess the vehicle's gone.
I'm guessing it's supposed to be ticketed in the mail.
Yeah, I'll do 30.
So they're trying to get their vehicle back. No one has title of it.
330, you're clear.
Left vehicle.
Thank you.
Sounds kind of like a civil.
Yeah.
But, I mean, whatever.
Good one for St. Paul to sort out. That's quite a sword.
334.
Yeah, try and get it inside the house, okay? All right. All right. I thought maybe we had a ninja in the neighborhood. Take care.
There is a black male wearing all black. Green jacket, black pants with a red bag.
What did they say?
Correct, Kyle.
292.
Chrysler up against the eastbound guardrail for DOT.
1436. 4472 L traffic.
Tell if there's anybody in that truck or not. Or not.
36.
No. But yeah, it's weird how it's...
Well, folks, we're trying hard to find something to do. I think they heard Jelly Joe was out and all the criminals are staying inside.
Evidently. They heard the cat team's out and the gun unit.
Good. I think it's a Pontiac Vibe, maybe.
Yeah, maybe did I read that wrong then? AVY 485?
Yeah, what does it say it is?
Nissan Rogue?
Oh, yeah, it is. Pretty sure it is. We'll make sure.
It says Nissan Rogue. It says, it says maroon over color. That doesn't seem right. Did I run that right? AVY 485?
It's a Rogue. Take a peek. It's unoccupied, isn't it?
Yeah, AVY 485. It's supposed to be maroon.
Take a look at the VIN real quick.
Absolutely. Take a picture of that.
72 miles.
Seems like there's something on it too.
I push Mumford over to the right shoulder now.
4003.
Yeah, we're good then.
Okay.
Yep. That matches.
Either they put it in wrong or they got a paint job.
Yeah, which does happen.
This is Fire 2275 Snelling, Santa Green Apartments for a full station on parking lot tomorrow. Ireland. 1439.
See what the cat team is. Give them a bit of location. No. Yeah, the cat team is definitely out and about. You can scare them all away.
He's on the right shoulder in a safe spot. He's gonna call his own AAA.
They're in Frogtown. They're on the west side. They're everywhere.
Watch out, car thieves. They're going to get you. Some way or another. Gonna get you.
You keep singing, Pat. We're going to get copyright infringement with that voice.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and a couple of our kids that are now 18 were in Red Wing for a while. They're now out. They're adults, so
hopefully it got them straightened out.
Hopefully, we hope so. That is the end goal. That is the sheriff always says we want nothing more than these kids to succeed.
Absolutely right.
But a lot of that hinges on their commitment, their license. Jesus.
Let's grab that plate if he comes by and something.
It's 9 Bravo Tango something.
Now he got caught at the lake.
Yeah, I think he's just.
Up here on the right is your Russo Brothers restaurant.
I'm live. What's up?
And Morelli's Discount Liquors and Italian Market is amazing.
Oh.
Great meats, great Italian foods. No credit cards.
Yeah, what, Pat? All right.
Check or cash only.
All right, thanks. Sounds good. Bye. That was Dino calling. Saw him earlier on the fire suppression little presentation.
341
Thought he wanted to be live or something. He didn't know we were.
8296, 8297. 8296.
97.
This is Medic at 1900 Silver Lake Road on the 3rd floor. 14-year-old female special breeding and experiencing suicidal ideation. She is not violent and does not have a weapon.
Get this up.
96, copy.
Good work, Patrick. Pat's gonna clear some debris from the roadway here, so all our cars don't run over it or cause an accident.
5280. Clear says I can take the DFC.
Smart TV in it at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should we call it a day, Joe?
I think so. We gave up probably a little bit over an hour, and thank you, backseaters, for joining us today. Sorry we couldn't be more busy, more eventful.
I'm not sure if the CAT team is going to be out tomorrow. They might be, but Friday night, the sheriff and I will be. And we'll see you next time we're live. Take care, folks.
Thank you.
Hello, backseaters. We're just working through some technical issues, but I think we're back in business now. And you are with Undersheriff Mike Martin of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office and Director Steve Levin of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. And we are out patrolling in the fine city of St. Paul. Today, we're on the right street, northbound. And something
New today?
Yeah.
Well, so much to talk about. The list goes on. First of all, I just want to point out we have one of the St. Paul's finest parking enforcement officers right in front of us.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Yeah, they're all over. You got great equipment, good resource. They're able to issue citations for parking violations without having to be licensed police officers. But a lot of them are in training and work their way up to become police officers that way. I'm going to do a quick shout out. My brother-in-law, Jerry Holman, who retired from the Department of Corrections, had a bout of cancer earlier this year and had surgery. It was successful. They did a scan to make sure it was all gone, and they found a tumor in his lung.
Oh, no.
So prayers are with him. He goes under surgery tomorrow to have part of his lung removed.
Good luck, Jerry. We're all pulling for you. That sucks.
Yeah, you know, he's strong. He's a heck of a fighter. He beat it once already. He's going to beat this. Very optimistic, great personality, and he's married to my much older sister, who gives him great support and love. He's a lucky man. I'm probably going to get beat up.
You probably are. Oh, Steve. We are now eastbound on Marion. We're driving by the soccer fields here on Park in Maryland. I always forget the name of this little park. Let's call it whatever the sign says. Sylvan Park. Yeah, that's a good name
And
for
a lot of people out there playing in this cold weather even. It's a little chilly out. Isn't that our snake house?
That is the snake house.
When it warms up in the summer, we'll have to stop by and have a chit chat with them.
Definitely. Do you think they have to keep it warm for the snake?
I think so. They're not from cold climate.
No. So we are on, well, we're in the Central District in St. Paul on Maryland Avenue, and we are going to head over to the east side.
Coming to the area.
And we have a new ride. We're in a new, we don't have the Chevy Tahoe anymore. We are in a Chevy Silverado.
It's a nice vehicle.
I did not wreck the Tahoe, despite rumors. The Tahoe's still alive, and it will be going to somebody else. But we rotate in new cars from time to time, and that one had 61,000 miles on it. And so I got this Chevy Silverado. So we'll see. Hopefully I can figure out how to use all the bells and whistles.
I've had some experience with the Silverados. I think they're really, the law enforcement pursuit package is a really nice quality machine. Dependable.
Well, I'm guessing, I may be wrong, but I'm guessing I'm not rattling like I was in the Tahoe.
That's a good point.
So let me know.
No, Thomas didn't wreck it either. Nobody wrecked it. It's in great shape.
It's in great shape, except for I may have backed into somebody about a month ago.
Well, I think
So
it's funny that they
got a little
remember
scratch.
when you gave it to Thomas a year ago. The first week he had it, one of the bad guys rammed into his front
Yeah,
end.
yep. And the bad guy went to jail for that.
And I'm hearing no rattle, Mike. I think we're doing good.
I think we're doing okay.
Is the camera focused?
Someone
Okay?
says the camera's not focused.
Suspect went towards Donut.
I think that maybe the autofocus was causing a problem, but it looks focused to me. What do you think?
Looks good to me.
Now, yeah. This is our life. It's blurry.
Oh, try giving the call. It doesn't even ring. Your picture is perfect on Facebook.
Thank you, Pat. Pat says our picture is perfect on Facebook.
Nice sunny day out, but it's still a little chilly.
It is a little chilly. Do you want me to turn the heat up a little?
Yeah, a
Or
little
are you
bit.
good?
A little bit would be nice. Not a lot, but a little. I think I should just do this and I'll be fine.
So what else do we have going on? It's been busy.
It's been real busy. Had a search warrant this morning and recovered a gun.
Well, one more gun that won't shoot somebody.
Yep. And individual in jail connected to that. So the gun unit's doing a great job. CAT unit backed them up. Really worked out well.
That's good. The more illegal guns we can get off the street, the better.
Yeah, the outreach guys are doing a great job. A lot of interaction with the youth. They're getting some good activities put together and trying to help with mentoring. So, we got all systems go. We got the education, we've got intervention, we've got enforcement, and we're working hard to keep crime down in Ramsey County. And with the partnership of the citizens, because they see something, they say something. And they call, they tell us. I'd rather get 5 calls that don't lead to anything than no call that we miss something.
Yeah. When the sheriff was talking today at our meeting about stopping the car full of young men that we dealt with when they were 14 or 15, and they're now all 18, and they're now adults, so they'll go to big boy jail if they do bad things. And
and we want to work with them, make sure they've grown out of that. And let's face it, you and I weren't little angels when we were younger.
Well, okay, I wasn't.
But you kind of grow up a little bit, you figure it out, and you get a good base to develop a good career or job and have a productive life that you're adding as a citizen rather than depleting resources of the city because of your bad behavior, victimizing innocent people. And they're smart kids. They're smart young men, I should say. I've dealt with them, interacted with them. They're not dumb. They put their energy and their effort and their mindset onto education and their career. They're going to do really well.
Yeah, hopefully they can stay on the right path, and we won't have to see them in our jail.
I see here CVS. I was hoping somebody'd move in this area. It's been boarded up since CVS moved out.
Yeah.
Walgreens is still providing services for people here. Byers and Lund's grocery store in St. Paul closed.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. I really enjoyed stopping in there. I grab stuff to go back to the office and make lunch. Staff were always very pleasant there. A lot of traffic here today.
Yeah, it's busy. Well, school got out. It seems to me like rush hours are much earlier now.
Yeah, I think you're
than
right.
They used to be. But school at Johnson just got out, and
there is a female that's there also. The person called the agency saying that he could no longer take care of his wife, and they're requesting that experience.
so the key here is to determine if we have to stop somebody. Can I figure out the right buttons to push?
Number 3. That's
I
everything.
saw that, number 3.
That'll be everything.
And then I heard if you hit the air horn, or hit the, I don't know what it's called on here, but you can hit this and it'll...
The siren.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Did they tell you have to double tap it to stop it?
No, but that's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know because there wasn't enough buttons. Do you have the same thing I have?
Probably, yeah.
Exactly the same thing. So they didn't have enough buttons. So what they programmed it is, when you have this siren on, you have to either double tap the button or double tap the horn real quick. And it's got to be really quick, and it'll turn it off. They didn't tell me or Ramaker that. And Ramaker took it on a test drive, and he comes back with the siren blaring going, it won't turn off. I go, yeah, we forgot to tell you. So fortunately, I got tipped off before it became an issue.
Interesting. Well, we'll find out, huh?
Yeah. And then mine is set up. It kind of threw me. I would think 1 would be the front and 2 would be the rear.
1's the rear.
Yeah, 1's the rear.
2's the front. 3's all lights.
And then you're up.
Opticon is there.
And then on your arrow flashing,
Uh-huh.
you've got to go through the whole cycle to turn it off once you turn it on.
Oh, okay.
You go left.
Where's the ejection button?
That's on my side for you. If I decide you need to go.
You know what we should do? We should get a button that you push and it shoots out the stop sticks into the other lane.
That would be.
Let's talk to Jim Moody about it.
Let's get a patent started. We might be able to retire. You know, Colonel Sanders didn't start his franchise till he was 65 years old.
Oh, okay. So I still have a little time.
Yeah. According to the legend, he was retired and he wasn't making it on his Social Security. It was a little tight. And he tried to think of what he could do to make some more money. And he had this chicken recipe. He used to be a cook. And he started going around to restaurants, seeing if they wanted to lease his chicken recipe. One thing led to another, and he became a multimillionaire in the 70s and 80s. So there's hope for us.
Good for him.
There's hope for us.
Yeah, there's hope for us. But did he get to lock up bad guys?
No.
See, what good is it then? What are you going to do with all that money if you can't?
You want it alphabetically or numerically? It starts with children, grandchildren,
great grandchildren.
Hey, I'm not that old. Give me a break.
great grandchildren.
McDonald's?
We are over on the east side on Maryland going eastbound, right by the BCA at Phelan Boulevard.
This is Loft on Rose. Those apartment buildings, there used to be a Mr. Donut and an Arby's.
What?
Right there.
And they took out a donut shop?
Criminal. Absolutely
It's
criminal.
really anti-law enforcement.
You know what I haven't? I read an article a while ago that Krispy Kremes had partnered with McDonald's, and McDonald's were going to start selling Krispy Kremes. I have not heard that's happening.
I heard that too. I saw that somewhere, but I have not seen that anywhere locally. Of course, I don't really go to McDonald's very often. If I do, I get a drink.
Were you out Friday night? They're asking if they found the car that Fletcher Bob crashed, or if they were found.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yep. And I was not out because my daughter had a lacrosse game that was kind of postponed. Yeah, I saw it. I just had momentum going. So I did not make it in. I was going to come in, but I was also freezing.
I got that.
And then she had a lacrosse game on Saturday at McMurray Fields. And did you see what happened with the car driving on the turf?
Yeah, that was
in the middle of a soccer
what
practice.
The heck? Yeah, why would you do that?
I don't know. That was crazy.
I guess I stopped asking why a long time ago and just determined who dealt with the bad behavior. Some things happen are very unexplainable to me.
It just, why would you do that? And then you tear up the turf on the fields that you and your friends use. It doesn't make sense.
These food trucks are all over the place. That's the real trendy thing, isn't it?
It is.
Never saw one of those. If I saw something that was selling a food product when I was a kid, it had a little music being played and it was ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Southbound on White Bear Avenue from Maryland, going by Hazel Park Victoria Academy.
There's a squad and an ambulance there.
Squad and medics are here.
Hopefully they don't have I didn't see any calls, but you never know. Here comes another medic rig. So they must have somebody with a medical emergency there. I did not hear a call there, but there are no traffic stop. I'm just looking at the calls, folks, to see what all's going on. There are a lot of calls going on, but I don't see one
It's
there.
not on the CAD.
Could just be a medical. That
The officer just pulled in. Out there, I see one of the vehicle theft on Bear Avenue.
we're now back westbound on 7th Street from White Bear.
Well, the Shrine Circus was at the Hippodrome at the State Fair, and they've now shut down the Hippodrome for a total remodel.
Yeah, I heard they were doing that. I wonder what they're going to do.
A lot has to do with the seating, some of the corridor area. I think they're upgrading some of the utilities and the roof. And apparently the remodel is planned to be able to open it up again for the fair, and then after the fair they complete whatever remodeling finalization will be.
Huh. Pull over here quick and look. Armed robbery suspect out of Hennepin County. So let's stay out of Hennepin County. It's dangerous over there.
It's nice and safe here, but that's because we're here. If we leave here, it could get dangerous again.
That's true. Because we're really making a difference right now.
Well, I hate to say this because it could be the jinx, but we come out on Monday and radio gets quiet, crime goes down. We probably need to be out more often. They just don't want to be out when we're here.
At least
that's my
a good
story.
idea, but we don't want them to make us be out all the time.
Well, there is that. Fishing season's coming up pretty quick. Sun's coming out. Cinco de Mayo coming next month. That's always a great celebration. Really well organized. Runs fantastic.
Yeah, the West Side Boosters over there just do a great job.
Yeah, they really do.
Well, it's a lot of traffic, but not a lot of stuff going on.
Driving nice and legal.
New message. New message. New message.
I haven't heard any complaints about rattling, so.
No, I've watched some of this. Everybody's saying no rattling. So that's good.
There's always going to be a little in my head, but that's just the rocks rattling around.
That's just because of your Minneapolis time.
Oh, dude, oh boy. Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm still shaking my rattle out of my head from my time at the state.
When I got promoted to captain, you have to go through a physical test every time you get promoted. And when I went in, we hadn't been promoting captains in years. And so when I went in for my captain's physical, the doctor said, I've never done one of these before. You know, what do captains do? I said, well, we take big piles of paper, we sort them into little piles of paper, and then we give them to other people to do the work. And he goes, oh, okay, I get it. And then he looked at my ear, he goes, yeah, I can see all the way through, so you should be fine. So.
349.
So we're westbound on East 7th, or kind of south and westbound. I don't know. I get confused.
I'm good with westbound. You know, when you have West St. Paul on the south of the city of St. Paul, what are you going to do?
Remember when Jesse Ventura said it was laid out by a bunch of drunk Irishmen?
I do, being full-blooded Irish.
Yeah.
I said, hey, Jesse, that resembles me.
Hey, being half Irish, I understood what he was talking about.
Yep. Governor Jesse Ventura.
That was...
Oh yeah, you got that little warning thing there. When your light's green, you're good to go, and then it'll flash up on your dashboard red if they think it's too close.
All right. So I don't get to rear end anybody.
And if it's set the way mine is, it'll automatically brake if you get too close.
Oh no.
Yeah, which I had to turn off for VIT purposes.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So I read, I think in the paper, which paper I don't know, Star Tribune, maybe Pioneer Press, that the hotel at Bandana Square got sold, and that it's going to be a homeless shelter.
I did hear it was becoming a homeless shelter. I didn't know if it's going to be sold or if it just got rented out to be that.
It sounded like it was sold.
Okay.
A lot, and the Motel 6 in Roseville was sold also, but I don't.
That is a very active motel of some criminal activity at that.
I don't. Hopefully, that's not becoming a homeless shelter because.
Oh, don't hit us, buddy.
Let's do it. This is like NASCAR.
Not only would you be hitting a police car, you're hitting a brand new police car.
I know. I would never live it down either.
I got rear-ended one day by a lady in a car, and I turned on my emergency lights because she stopped right in the middle of the street, even though cars were movable. So if you do get in an accident and both cars are movable and you're in the way of traffic, talk to the other driver and move off to the side or into a parking lot to exchange information, but don't stay in the middle of the road, right? Where you're going to cause another accident.
Yeah.
So I got out to tell her that, and she started crying. She was like 16. He said, I can't believe I hit your car. That is a police car. And I said, you know, just fine. Let's just pull over and make sure you're okay.
Did you say, oh, it's okay, I don't have Instagram, so your friends won't know?
Not only do I not have it, I don't know how to operate it. How long's that pawn shop been there? I just didn't realize that.
Been there since
6 years?
Since I've been here.
Well, you know, I'm a trained observer. I know this much. I knew Griffin Billbonds was there.
Yeah, that pawn shop's been there.
That food truck's here all the time. Must do good business. You know, I know the governor's ordered at some point state employees back to work. This parking lot used to be full every day.
Yeah.
Overflow only parking. And I haven't seen more than 50 cars in there the last 3 years.
No, I saw there was a big protest at the governor's residence.
Yeah.
Formerly known as the governor's mansion, but apparently that's, you can't call it a mansion.
Don't want to call it a mansion anymore to make people think that he's living above his means.
So but there was a huge protest of government employees who don't want to go back physically into the office.
Yeah, protesting is back in vogue now. You know, it was a big thing in the 60s and then kind of went away. And that's a big deal now. Again, people like to, and it's one of the great things about America, right? You get to voice your opinion as long as you don't violate the rights of anyone else, and you recognize that you have a right to express your opinion just like the other person does, and you don't cause property damage to people.
You're not allowed to hurt other people's feelings either.
Yeah, it's kind of what sticks and stones. My bones will never hurt me. It's something kind of forgotten by some people, but most people get it.
Well, we had this conversation the other day, didn't we? Well, whether or not words could be violent.
We did that the other day. No, I don't think we
should repeat it.
No,
because it got
not the exact quotes. But hitting someone in the face and calling someone a name are completely two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
So Regions keeps building and building. I mean, it started as Anchor Hospital decades ago, then became Ramsey Hospital. Now it's Regions. You got the medical examiner's office right here in the corner.
How come the live people get all that attention and the dead people just get the corner?
There aren't as many dead as there are sick.
Okay.
And they do such a good job in the hospital. We don't need any.
Oh, good.
It's hard to put her out of jail now in Ramsey County.
I don't know who it is. I remember Dr. McGee was the last one, but I know he left, and I don't know who it is now. You know what I was thinking? They should have like a website at the medical examiner's office where you could like put in your last wishes.
Oh, just kind of sign up in case you need it there?
Well, yeah, in case they can't get a hold of your loved ones, your next of kin, they can just go to the database and say, well, Steve said he wants to leave all his money to Mike Martin. I don't know. Mike Martin must have cracked into the database.
So the medical examiner's office serves Ramsey, Washington County, and they have contracts for also Aiken, Blue Earth, Cass, Clay, Crow Wing, Freeborn, Hubbard, Kennebec, LeSueur, Martin, Murray, Nicollet, Nobles, Redwood, Waseca, Wantanwan, and Wilkin counties.
Wow.
They cover
I
a lot
didn't
of
realize they covered that much territory.
I didn't know there was a Martin County in the state of Minnesota. It must be named after your family.
I'm sure it was, yeah. Yep. One of them got lost when they were out doing some custom combining in Kansas and ended up here. We were westbound on University at Marion Street and the McDonald's that looks like an old bank, because it was, I think.
Show me a rating.
I definitely feel like I sit up a little higher in this.
Yeah, you do.
Than I did in
For
the
2 men were chasing Tom hiding under a back porch. Suspects are 2 black males, 25 years old, and one wearing a yellow sweater, the other wearing a white sweater.
Pretty great, this is nice.
So we're on University Avenue. It runs east and west all the way from downtown through into downtown Minneapolis. And eastward.
Yeah, put the light rail right down the middle of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, a friend of mine is named Jim Miller. He owns a commercial real estate business, and he owns a building in St. Paul. And I was asking about it. He said, you know, when they put this before they put it in. And he said when they put it in, because it's going to take some parking away on the street, it'll literally drive some small businesses out of business.
Right. Yeah.
And he said, but then what'll happen is high density residential areas will replace those small businesses. You'll probably only see small businesses where they left on-street parking or where the stops are. And that's exactly what happened. He really knows his stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of it now is on the first floor of these high-density housing places.
Yeah. Global Food Mart, grocery and meat, chips, phone cards, informational procedure, milk, eggs, ice cream, spices, pop, juice. Got a whole menu written on his window.
I know. Goat, kidney. Would you like some kidney?
No, I'm gonna pass on goat kidney. Not my cup of tea.
Well, do you think it's goat kidney or just goat and kidney?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not human kidney, so I'm gonna go with it being goat kidney.
It could be cow.
Yeah, it could be.
Kidney.
Because it's halal meat, beef, lamb, goat, kidney. So it could be all of them.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go in there someday.
It would be interesting. Clearly, it's covering several cultures that are in the area. We have a great melting pot in the city of St. Paul, right?
Of course.
You've got so many different nationalities and cultures here, which gives you a great variety of some really good restaurants in the area.
I think I've heard that Ramsey County is the most diverse county in the state.
That would not surprise me a bit.
And the most, it actually has more population than Hennepin, but Hennepin's bigger. I may be wrong on that one. I may be stretching it.
Well, it sounds good. We'll go with it.
But it sounds good. Yeah, let's stick with it.
Responding into the township. Building is flood. No further restrictions on the door.
If somebody's listening, I'm the cat, gun, and it of all trades. You got something that need to be done, I'll do it. Work on a lot of technology stuff, drones, cameras,
policy.
Yeah,
a lot of that stuff.
A lot of policies, a lot of contracts. And I got Tommy Siegelstrom, who does a great job on days on CAT. Got Ty Williams doing a great job on afternoons on CAT. There are two of my sergeants do a great job. They run the day-to-day operation better than anybody, I think. And then on gun, I got Sergeant Joe Kill. Takes care of the gun unit and the day-to-day supervision of their staff. They're high-quality individuals, do high-quality work. So it's just, it's really a great job. I've got great people I work with, that work for me, and that I work for. So what more can you ask for? Okay, $1 million raise would be nice. But...
okay, I'll request it.
There you go. I appreciate it.
Whatever you want. What was it that the trainer guy said to Rocky in the first Rocky? Poop in one hand and wish in the other and see which one fills up first?
Yeah, well, yeah, I have to admit, I never saw the movie.
You never saw Rocky?
Never saw Rocky.
Oh, well, that explains a lot. I knew there was something missing. I just couldn't figure it out. Okay, Blues Brothers.
Never saw the movie.
Never saw. Oh my goodness.
Never saw the movie.
How did you? You have to watch it because.
Yeah, I've tried.
We're on a mission from God.
I'm taking that from the movie.
Yeah.
I have several times made an effort, and something always came up, and I never saw that one.
Oh. It's silly, but it's a good movie. How about Animal House?
Saw it.
That's good.
Yeah. Saw it. Loved it. But my favorite movie of all movies is the Maltese Falcon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Humphrey Bogart was in the movie. I watched it, but that one's really good.
It was good. How about the Falcon and the Snowman?
I like that. That was really well done.
We talked about this.
Yeah, fairly close. Yeah, because I knew Christopher Boyce, the spy. He was incarcerated.
I'm locating the cop, trying to give him a call like 3 times, and he's not answering his phone. On the phone, then I'll very good.
I'm at the car dealership directly across from
At the car dealership across from the house.
That cop alert you read earlier?
Yeah.
Those are our 2 suspects.
Oh, handsome young man. Did I say that sarcastically, or did it come out?
It came out sincere and heartfelt.
Oh, good, thanks. It's pretty bad when you're, in your late teens, early 20s, and you already look like you've had a hard life.
Yeah.
It's rough living.
362. Doesn't really have short dress.
Have you ever been to a soccer game here at Atlanta Field?
I have not. But when they were playing their interim, when this was being built at the U, I did work over there.
Okay.
It's interesting because I'm not a soccer fan. And I don't know how you can play a sport for 90 minutes and end 0-0.
And the crowd's excited.
And yeah, it's just, the crowd's unbelievable.
Yeah, I grew up in baseball. It was America's favorite pastime, and that's kind of dwindled down. And they're tweaking their football is really the action and the movement, and I still enjoy football or baseball. I got to like to sit back and.
Well, I like the mental game of baseball, and but in soccer, God bless them, those guys work their butts off.
So my buddy Phil is monitoring us, and he's asking which one was at Oak Park Heights, and it was the Falcon, Christopher Boyce, that was at Oak Park Heights Prison, Phil. But yeah, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I'm glad he asked. I have a great deal of respect for how hard they work, running 90 minutes, but I just don't like a sport where it ends in a tie.
Yeah.
Especially if the tie is 0-0.
And I don't, I had 5 children. I coached them in soccer, softball, Little League baseball, wrestling. When I coached soccer, it's because we needed another coach. Unfortunately, a neighbor and a coworker, Chris Esty, played soccer when he was in high school. And I went to Chris and said, hey, you got to coach this with me because I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I'm going to try out my new lights and siren on this guy.
New message. New message. New message.
That is your O.
Common spell. I was looking at this. Common spelling? We had already run her, so we knew her license was good. And before we went up there and I talked to her, she was very friendly. Is that your, what do they call that? Your
took a while.
Cardiac monitor. Defibrillator.
Yeah.
He's grabbing his chest. Oh no, it's just his body cam. So I just asked her to slow down and be careful when she changes lanes.
Yeah. That's, when you drive like that, the danger is you're counting on everybody else staying exactly the way they are. And then what happens if somebody slows down or speeds up? You're going to get in an accident.
You're right over by Hamlin University. The oldest university, I understand, in the state.
Really?
Well, that's what it says on the sign over there.
It's got to be correct.
I mean, yeah. It's kind of like the internet. If it's on the sign, what are you looking for?
My phone. Oh, this might be it here.
Oh, the one that's sitting on the keyboard there?
Yeah, right there in plain sight.
All right. We're getting old. I'll give you a break.
Yeah, I tell you. I was helping my son put up some gates and some spindles on the deck this weekend. And I'm not 35 anymore.
No. But sometimes you gotta try it to remind yourself.
Yeah, because in my brain, I'm still 35. Then I look at the window and I'm like, who is that old fat guy? And then I realize it's me. So did you have to hit it twice to get the siren to go off?
No, because I only hit the air horn.
Ah, that's right, you did. I remember. Yeah.
We can try it back here.
Yeah, you should find a quiet little place.
Energy Park Drive.
Yeah.
Let's find some poor person to give a heart attack to. Oh.
We get the trains on the other side here. Have you ever seen the amount of trains? It's called the hump yard, where stopping on Highway 61 is the closest one to us. And all they put trains together there. Yeah. All these cars come in, and they have a hill that they put them up. And there's like 8 or 9, 10 different tracks. As it goes down the hill, it can get shifted to. And the reader will read the barcode on the car, and it's already been programmed in the computer what car goes to what train, and then goes over that little hump and gets directed to the train they want it on. They'll build 5 or 6 trains simultaneously just by having the cars come.
Nice. So Kelly had that cross game at McMurray Fields this weekend, so I got to see the trains shifted back and forth there.
Between the trains and trucks, we lose trains, we lose trucking. The country comes to a halt.
Yeah.
Everything is moved in this country by trains and trucks, shipped in. Very little comes there. You know, you get your packages from Christmas and stuff. FedEx has some planes, UPS has some planes, but your produce, your meats, your grocery store items, that's all trucked in.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Interesting. I'm just noticing the company's got some spotlights out in their parking lot, and they're all solar powered. The solar panels are really advanced in the last few years. That you don't need as big a panel to provide as much electricity. I know a buddy of mine putting an electric light in, I believe, a lift out on his dock on his lake. And rather than run power out there, he's just using solar panel.
Okay, yeah. I'm not surprised.
Or on Pierce Butler Road, just crossing Avon, heading east, back toward, just a curve back down towards Minnehaha. I think right by Dale, if I remember right.
Yep, you're right.
We got softball going on here.
Softball practice.
Yep, everybody's getting set and ready to go. All the fields are being used. That's pretty cool. My daughter played softball, and then she went into fast pitch softball.
Oh.
What a great game! I really love the sport of fast pitch baseball. It's fast moving. It's a lot of talent. The speed of the pitching is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's funny when they show like major league hitters trying to hit off a fastball.
Oh yeah.
Pitcher. Yeah.
So Mrs. Biak was the coach for Abby's team, and she had played in the softball World Series when she was in college.
Wow. Impressive.
Great coach, wonderful woman, and funny how small the world is. So one of the sergeants in the jail married Mrs. Biak's daughter, who also played, Devin, who played on Abby's team, and he's one of the sharpest guys we got. Manages all the financing, the records. Worked with his dad, who was a deputy at the sheriff's department many years ago.
I'm just a nightmare waiting to happen.
Some people just don't
understand. The nice people.
Yeah. Boy, the traffic, you're right. I'm surprised to see this much traffic
Where's
on these roads.
Go?
Exactly.
You know who I haven't seen in a long time is little Susie.
You know, I just heard on the radio Friday, somebody saw her.
Oh,
and mentioned, boy, I haven't seen her for a long time. I'm glad she's still doing well. Hopefully she's staying off the drugs. And
that's what worries me is her health.
Yeah.
If she's rehabbing, that's great. It's just she's kind of a staple, so you expect to see her.
Yeah, no problem.
ESOP's table used to be there. Uniforms Unlimited used to be right there. Smooth Johnny's Pizza there. Great food, great service. Used to be kitty corner.
Yeah, the people in there are great.
Yeah. Just a lot of neat places to go and to eat. And you got the Orpheum downtown St. Paul. Not that you would think it with movies I've never seen, but I really do like going to the theater and watching on TV.
Oh yeah, definitely. Remember when we went to John's Pizza after I went in the big chase?
Yep.
And then we're all in this that we were tracking is still moving. And it's at the hospital, or it's not at the hospital.
Yeah, we're all looking
around.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
And then we realized that was a different guy who also turned out to be wanted.
Yeah, he had warrants, and so we're like, let's go. And we get over there, and there he is sitting on a motorcycle talking to somebody. When we were able to grab him, he never saw it coming. But
the shock of, are you sure that was so-and-so? Because his phone is still moving.
They looked a lot alike. Yeah, it was.
Well, and he had a gun.
Yeah.
And
he fled
from us. And he was in the car we thought the other bad guy was in.
Yeah, they switched vehicles, and
that was just a fluke. It was a weird.
Well, Kevin Moore, retired St. Paul police officer, used to say all the time, dumb criminals and good luck make cops look smart.
Yeah. That's about it, too.
When this building first opened up, I was a newlywed, and I did caretaking here with my new wife for a few years.
And then they kicked you out?
I bought a house.
Oh, okay.
Bought a house.
Well, that's better.
Started having kids. Figured I better get a house.
It's probably a good idea. Well, there's not much going on.
Yeah, you get the bus stops here. They look like they're just having a friendly conversation with each other. Or transit police, I should say. I don't know if they find bus stops offensive.
I don't know.
You gonna make it? Without destroying your new truck?
I hope so. You look like he didn't care.
Wasn't his truck.
I think he was more worried about taking out those people on the corner.
Yeah. Well, the office building's coming along. Any idea when that state office building's supposed to be done?
As soon as we're out of money.
Well, last year then.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're sure working feverishly on it. Maybe they work harder when the legislature's in session, so they see them working on it.
It could be.
Give us more money.
Politics is in everything, right?
Yeah, and it's an interesting year at the Capitol. It's just the split power. And
yeah, it's the good part about it is if you want anything to pass, you guys have to work together. There needs to be some compromise. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of it.
Yeah, just a couple of omnibus bills coming up, and we'll see.
Boy, the radio's been quiet.
God, it has.
I even tried to jinx us earlier and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Medical. Low oxygen 45, 52, Bravo, lead at 5020.
Buzzy Bone is our fact checker today, or whatever they call him. And she says that Hennepin County's got a larger population, but Ramsey County's more densely populated. So, thank you, Buzzy. Hope things are going well over on the north side. Well, folks, wish we could have shown you a little bit more action today, but it's got to happen.
But just so you know, you got the first ride in Mike's new vehicle.
In the new Chevrolet. So maybe it's just not warmed up yet.
There you go.
But Friday night, if I'm back in town, here we go.
And who knows, in a week or so, we might pop up on a Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a good night. Enjoy the sun. Hopefully it'll warm up.
It's time for the show, Nick at night. Gotta catch that plane. Let's go through alleys and motels, creeping real slow. LPR beeping, new message, whoa. Motel 6, Northern Air 2, scanning the lots for a hot pursuit. Cole's got the wheel, Ashley's in tow. Soft voice whispering, where we go. New message, new message. Slide it up like an old short circuit. New message, new message. The license plate's hot and the ass is working. Nicole's droning on, words start to blur. Something about funds, but we didn't quite hear. Then she bends down, and Jack goes wild. Thigh holsters flex, and sparks time to shine. Nicole's droning on, words start to blur. Something about verbs, but we didn't quite hear. Then she bends down, and Jack goes wild. Thigh holsters flex, it's Fox time to shine. Ashley's got a canine, baby's the name. Stares off the struggle, that dog ain't trained. Ashley whispers soft. blessings. Yeah, right, we're told. Baking bread, raising hens, sparks control never ends. Canadian accent, alleyway tense. For sure, that's a juvenile offense.
Rolling down 7, we see that ride. It's bobbing back, got the cameras live. They want love, now we bring the truth. Calling out names, justice for the youth. They push the lies, we push it back. Ain't no grandpa, his past is black. 2008, he crushed the set, locked up the press, silenced the tech. They get to know us, boy we did. Uncover the facts, expose the hid. Action, Alice, Doug Sue. Dirty hands in the dirty crew. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Justice for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, live, bring the truth to the mic. Millions lost, where the money go? Charter school scam, and we already know. Taxpayers bled, no lessons taught. 10 mil gone, but the check ain't bought. Jailhouse races kept on staff. County sued, we did the math. Over budget, begging for more. Blame the board while he breaks the law. Names on our lips, hands in the sky. Say their names, let the truth fly. Names on our lips, hands in the sky. Say their names, let the truth fly. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Just for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, live, bring the truth to the mic. Truth to the mic. Bob, we did our homework. We ain't fooled by the grandpa act. We see the past, we see the lies, and we won't stop till the truth survives. Going down 7, we see that ride. It's Bob and Pat, got the cameras live. They want love, now we bring the truth. Calling out names, justice for the youth. They push the lies, we push it back. Ain't no grandpa, his past is black. 2008, he crushed the set, locked up the press, silenced the tech. He said, get to know us, what we did. Uncover the facts, expose his hid. Action, Alex, Doug Sue. Dirty hands in a dirty crew. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Justice for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, bringing truth to the mic. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Justice for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, bringing truth to the mic. Millions lost, where the money go? Charter school scam, man, we already know. Taxpayers bled, no lessons taught. 10 mil gone, but the check ain't bought. Jailhouse races kept on staff. County sued, we did the math. Over budget, begging for more. Blame the board while he breaks the law. Names on our lips, hands in the sky. Say their names with the truth fly. Names on our lips, hands in the sky. Say their names with the truth fly. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Justice for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, bringing truth to the mic. We shout out girls, say it loud, say it clear. Justice for the names that they don't wanna hear. Bob got secrets, but we got the light. Friday night live, bringing truth to the mic. Bob, we did our homework. We ain't fooled by the grandpa act. We see the past, we see the lies, and we won't stop till the truth survives.